South Africa just beat Ireland 24-13 in a match that was all about raw power and scrum dominance. But once again, rugby analyst Matt Williams is calling on World Rugby to make some changes. Let's break it down. Williams actually started by praising the Springboks. He called their performance masterful and highlighted how they cleverly use the laws to their advantage. Take their famous 7-to-1 bench split, for example. It's totally legal. But they've turned it into a strategic weapon. Williams says they're not doing anything wrong. They're just incredibly smart about exploiting the rules, not just with the bench, but at the scrum and the breakdown too. He thinks they were quite superb in how they did it. However, his praise stops at the scrum. This is where he has a real issue. The Irish team just couldn't handle the Boks power up front, leading to a string of penalties for yellow cards and even a red card. The scrum pressure directly resulted in a penalty try and 2 yellows for Ireland's props. Williams argues that the scrum was never meant to dominate a game like this. He says that, according to the rulebook, a scrum is just for restarting play. He even remembers a time when being pushed off your own ball in a scrum wasn't a penalty. It was just part of the contest and resulted in a free kick. Now, South Africa are the best in the world at turning that scrum pressure into a long-arm penalty. And it's changing the game. He described the spectacle as horrible for fans watching in the stadium and on TV. He thinks it was a disaster not just because of the constant scramming and penalties, but because the resulting yellow cards ruined the flow of the match. It created a cascading effect that made the game less enjoyable. So, should the scrum be depowered? Some in South Africa feel that's what World Rugby is trying to do. But the Springboks keep proving it can be a decisive weapon. Williams clearly believes that teams shouldn't be able to use it to this extent and wants the governing body to step in and limit its impact. But he isn't holding his breath. He mentioned a conversation with someone from World Rugby, saying that even people within the organisation are frustrated. He points the finger not at the hard-working staff, but at the politicians at the top who are blocking any real change, according to him. The big rugby nations simply don't want to alter the status quo. And until they do, he fears we're going to see more games like this one, which he finds boring and frustrating to watch. What do you think? Are the Springboks just being brilliant? Or does the scrum have too much influence on the modern game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more rugby analysis.